King word. See, people confuse generosity with good judgment, and they're not the same thing. Because I keep seeing this message online. If he really cares about you, he should just buy it for you. Put it in your name, invest in you, no questions asked, no strings attached. And it gets framed as the less he expects back, the more genuine it is. And I get why that sounds appealing, but that's where people start confusing emotional gestures with good decision making. And just because something happens doesn't mean it's a smart decision. So there's a difference between being generous and making emotional decisions with no structure behind them. A disciplined person doesn't just become that way overnight. They actually exercise discipline to get to that level. So when that same discipline suddenly isn't there, no clarity, no protection, no agreement, that's not generosity. That's emotion overriding judgment. And here's where it gets uncomfortable. See, people will benefit from that behavior while quietly losing respect for the person doing it. And they don't always realize it. But when you see someone making big decisions with no structure or boundaries, you don't process that as strength. Something in your mind starts to shift. Because now you're not just seeing generosity, you're seeing how easily that person can be influenced based on how they feel about you. And that affects the dynamic. Because attraction is actually desire based off of respect, stability, and how somebody carries themselves naturally. So yeah, you might benefit from it, but at the same time, your level of respect is quietly dropping for that person. Now let's flip it. If you were the person that was putting that level of investment into someone else, no agreement, no protection, most people wouldn't even consider that. And if it didn't work out, you definitely wouldn't feel neutral about it either. And this is how we end up in a transactional culture, right? Where instead of asking, do I actually like this person? It becomes more of, what are they doing for me? Now people might say, what if it's a relationship? And that's a fair question. But the principle within itself doesn't change. Because there's a difference between a relationship and a structured commitment like marriage. And that's why a lot of women do value marriage, because it creates that structure. But at the same time, you'll hear, I'm not doing wifely things without marriage. And I believe that's fair, because that standard is based on structure. So here's my question. If structure matters for what you give, why wouldn't it matter for what you expect someone else to give? And if you wouldn't make that level of investment without structure, why should someone else? I'm curious, what do y'all think about that? Leave it in the comments. And if you want help navigating things like this in your own situation, book a one-on-one session with me. I'll work through it with you directly. King word.